We, the people, tell the government what it is allowed to do. We, the people, are free.
You guys ever been to Whataburger?
Yeah,
No,
once.
but I've been to Fuddruckers.
Oh my God! Do you remember Fuddruckers?
I?
Did you go to the back in the day when they actually had the cows hanging like in the shop windows? You know what I'm talking about? Like in the
I
front?
don't know. I went back when college kids actually had fun and basically ate too much, drank too much. And
Dave, you probably loved
Fuddruckers.
Fuddruckers. They had big fat hot dogs.
I loved
Yeah.
Fuddruckers. Actually, I didn't
and
eat
you
the hot
love
dogs
big
there.
fat hot dogs.
Yeah.
Five Guys has good hot dogs, but they're like $17. But no,
Even though he
Fuddruckers-
was hating on the Nashville hot dog, right, Puppet?
I
That
love
was
the hot- he
allegedly
hated the
that was
Nashville hot
allegedly
dog.
too big or something.
Yeah, I said it was too big.
Fuddruckers was great. That was
Dave
when,
loves a big fat George Santos dogs.
that was in the space.
That
last
he
night.
does.
So
Don't
no,
take it out on Fuddruckers, Dave. Okay.
No, Fuddruckers was great back in the day before you know, the environmental Nazis would like probably throw blood on the building. They would have literally the cow hanging in the window, and you used to you never got to pick a steak, but the idea was, oh, that's the cow you're eating. Don't you remember that when Fuddruckers was great, and then you went to the salad bar and you could put as many pickles on your burger as you wanted? That was the deal with Fuddruckers. Good shit. They had this nacho cheese. I would put nacho cheese on my burger and a ton of pickles. But anyway, I went to
you could put all kinds of shit on it. That was one of the things.
It was my favorite thing. I used to love Fuddruckers. And then it got nasty. They took the cows out of the window, and then it just became a little crappy restaurant. But Whataburger is great. I love Whataburger because they give you the bun already squished. It's like they have a 300-pound fat lady sitting on each burger. That's what makes it the Whataburger. And she sits on them and then hands it to you. So I had a wonderful fat lady asked Whataburger today. It was fantastic, and I just wanted to share that with you guys tonight.
I feel like a different person. Do you, Puppet? I mean, I feel so enlightened by that information.
I love Whataburger. So, and they're fancy. They have the best ketchup, in my opinion, their fancy ketchup and spicy ketchup. Best ketchup any fast food place. Guys, tonight we're going to be talking about. I guess they leaked the signal linker. 2 people now fired at the Pentagon from apparently leaking things. So we're gonna talk a little bit about tonight. What else are we gonna talk about?
I just took a leak.
Yeah,
he did. I saw him because he had a weird kind of look, like he was kind of nodding, but he wasn't sure what exactly.
I guess you were absorbent cotton.
We're
gonna talk a little bit about Katy Perry's dirty kiss after flying her feminist adventure.
That's because she's got a dirty whorish mouth.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow.
Puppet's just feeling a type of way because he was squished in a suitcase and now his hair looks all funny.
Where can Katy Perry send service of process? Can Puppets have to go to court? And we're going to talk about AOC's mom gene oligarchy.
And
that's going to be a lot of fun. And then apparently Puppet has a conspiracy theory and Taylor has her rack. So we're going to talk about all of that tonight.
Titties tonight, guys.
That's right.
Puppets tinfoil tirade.
It's coming at the end of the show with Taylor's tinfoil titties.
That's
and it doesn't have to do with Sasquatch or Bigfoot who was sitting on Dave's burgers and Puppet's hair in the suitcase, apparently.
It was a fat
we
lady.
got Savvy in the chat.
Savvy and Jim Bob.
And Jim Bob.
I'm going to the show open now. Now's the part where I say all that's coming up tonight on Politically Uncensored.
And a fire guest.
Shit! Fire guest.
Fire guest.
Right.
Fire guest. Like Fembot.
We got Michael Loftus coming on tonight. He's actually sitting we're calling it a green room. I don't know what color the room is.
We're poaching him. Yeah, we're poaching him from Gutfeld.
Gosh, how did I forget? This is what happens. You guys distract me and I can't even host anymore. Michael Loftus, I'm very excited for him to come on. Stolen from Gutfeld tonight, so you're just going to have to wait, Greg. And so anyway, all that's coming up tonight on Politically Uncensored.
Wait your turn, Greg.
Free your mouth and your mind will follow. Speak your truth, don't wait for tomorrow. Words like rivers can carve through stone.
This place is insane.
Yeah, they did. She did it under a...
It just becomes too much noise and it becomes negative.
To bear
Named The Celebrity Whisperer by Playboy.
Write your fears on the back of the wind. Tear down the walls you were raised within. Chains of whispers rust and break. The cost of freedom is the noise you make.
Free speech in America is back.
You know, I sing that song all the time. I mean, I literally walk around singing the song. It's pretty fantastic. So
Who wouldn't want to? I mean, it's
so
just like,
you guys remember this? We talked about this on the show. There was the leaked war plans.
That's right.
The war plans, and they were leaked, and it was a giant violation of classified information. And the Atlantic, the garbage rag that it is, put out this story, but this apparently some kind of spying journalist who was getting all these signal messages and was like, oh my God, I don't know what to do with this. Oh, I know. I'll just report it in the Atlantic. And he's like, but I didn't do anything wrong.
I don't even know how I got on the text.
Yeah, I don't even know how I got here.
guys,
No.
it shouldn't have happened, guys.
Well, no, but here's the best part. After he spied on the text, then he goes and says, but I didn't do anything wrong because I didn't actually tell you what was in the text. I just told you I got the text. And then guess what happened? The next day, he's like, well, so you guys didn't believe me, so now I'm releasing all the texts. This guy, Puppet says it the best. This guy's a douche. And he puts out this horrible story. He's known for his fake rhetoric. Anyway, we covered all of that. But guess what?
What?
2 people walked out today. Deputy Chief of Staff Darren Selnick and Dan Caldwell, 2 individuals. We don't know if these are the leakers, but there's a leak that they're the leakers. And so they were immediately removed today. A lot of people saying they were deep state plans. I think we're going to find more and more about who these people were. What do you think of that, Taylor? These guys might have intentionally added this Atlantic guy.
I think you said Chris Brown was onto something when he said these hoes ain't loyal. I mean, everyone has to why it's a poetic. If a puppet knows what I'm talking about.
That's right.
Speaking of Chris Brown, Jim Bob wants to know why you have a black eye, but that is neither here nor there.
Who has a black eye?
Puppet, Jim Bob wants to know in the comments. Doesn't Puppet look like he's got a little? He said, "Did George Santos assault you, Puppet?"
Not yet, but he wants to.
He's like, and I want him to. Yeah, I mean, look, this sort of goes without saying, and we talked about this. Like we talked about it with Joy Velo when she was on the show. This journalist, you guys can throw him under the bus, but let's be real. Any journalist, any side of the aisle, would have done this, right? If they got the scoop and they're in on this, yes. Is it a clickbait world and he's, are we living in a clickbait world and he's a clickbait gal? Yes. But I don't know. I feel like people are going to, it's a savage world. Like we talked about on Spaces last night, everybody is self-interested and they will throw whoever it is under the bus. If these guys, these deep staters, like you said, really did leak this, are any of us that surprised? I mean, Trump better sleep with one eye open. I'm just saying.
Well,
loyal.
Trump didn't have to sleep with one eye open, but I'll tell you, because he's got that Pat Secret Service lady. You remember her from the Butler incident? He's got her.
The one that sat on the Whataburger?
How could I forget?
That's exactly what she
How could I forget?
Puppet, yes, and that is her new job. She's the Whataburger bun sitter on her.
Yes.
Hey, you know what we can do? Real paths of genius. Mrs. Former Secret Service now sit on the Whataburger bunner. Right?
It was sad though, the Butler moment. Like the women are giving it they're barely reaching like Trump's like shoulders, and they're just, it's the DEI, story of our time, unfortunately. But I'm just saying, these people
does a great job sitting on buns. Those buns are crushing buns.
But these people will, double cross. And that's why I say Trump's gotta, watch his back, because these people are shameless. I wouldn't put it past them. Savvy also said in the chat here, the story was and is ridiculous. I think it was right to bring out the mole because someone knew there was someone nefarious.
That's right. We knew that there was some bullshit going on, because there was bullshit going on with moles and deep state plants all during Trump's first term. And so obviously he picked better cabinet people this time, thankfully. But the deep state is not the elected or the cabinet people. It's all these people that stay there when the cabinet moves in and out. It's these entrenched bureaucrats and lifetime employees, like these ding-dongs. And,
these
ding-dongs. They gotta go.
These ding-dongs. And what are some of those other cake treats? Ding-dongs and
ring-dings,
ho-hos,
ho-hos,
total brains. But it's true. These
Swiss cake rolls, zebra rolls.
We've seen it across the board. They will literally stop at nothing.
Nutter butter.
God forbid you have a disruptor nutter butter like Trump come in. And that's what I mean, Dave.
Yeah.
They will stop at nothing.
Well,
right?
Speaking of ho-hos, AOC apparently was finding a new accent this weekend. Check it out.
Donald Trump is a criminal who was found guilty of 34 felony counts of fraud. Lie liable for sexual abuse. Of course he's lying and abusing and manipulating.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
I mean, Donald Trump with his 34 felonies, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Is that the
man.
St. Pauli girl, man?
Yeah,
You're gonna
man.
bring
I
what
just,
the
had,
fuck?
I just had some jerk chicken, and I ate some of these gummies, man. And all of a sudden, I'm kind of some weird Latina Rastafarian, man. I know you feel me. I'm
She's
relating to you, man.
right up in the
Seemed
school.
like a little could have been mixed between Rastafarian and Swedish. What the fuck?
don't freaking know.
Rastafarian,
It's like Greta
honestly,
Thunberg and
no.
Bob Marley had a
Yes.
ugly ass baby.
Is this a school of Kamala Harris black scent word salad? Like, what is actually happening? And also, the era of Bob Marley did not ask for this. I was going to say the same thing. Do we know where this happened, by the way, that the black scent was really out, full force, full throttle?
I don't even know if that was a black scent. It was like a Caribbean scent.
No, it was a something.
Like, what the hell was it?
Two?
Two?
What? Is that
Yeah,
even
man.
a word?
Donald Trump is a felon, man.
No.
I don't know. I don't
So
think it was
bad.
Rastafarian. It sounded more
Let's put it back here. Hold on, I'm gonna play it
Yeah,
again.
more
Let's
Scandinavian.
evaluate. Hold on. Let's evaluate. Hang on.
German.
Hang on. One more time.
No, it's so
oh God,
bad.
German makes sense. Here, let's evaluate. One more time.
It hurt.
Donald Trump is a criminal who was found guilty of 34 felony counts of fraud, liable for sexual abuse. Of course he's lying and abusing and manipulating.
guilty. She's like a Scottish accent.
Yeah, yeah.
Guilty.
So bad. No, it's so. Please, Heather said no. Please
Yoo-hoo.
make it stop. I want to take to the comments, which will forever be
Gotta play
seared
it
in your
again.
brain. Which will forever be seared in your brain. The Kamala accent or the AOC. I don't know, guys. I know we were inundated with Kamala, but this like makes up and compensates. Like it is
That's
so
a good
bad.
one.
Listen,
Producer said it's Rasta. Yeah, it's giving. Here we have savvy black, white, Cuban, or Asian. Black, white, Cuban, and Asian. Exactly. Yeah, she
Heather
doesn't
Heather
know
wants
where
us to
she
make
is.
it stop. I don't. What are you doing to make it stop? You want to make it stop?
You wouldn't think this girl went up in blue orange
Yeah.
and her brains got scrambled and she came back down. She doesn't know where she's coming from, going to, where she's been. I mean,
Yeah, yeah.
Lord.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. Ding dong.
Guys, our guest is gonna think we're actually retarded. He's gonna be like, who?
Well,
Who
we
invited me to this? It was I. Michael, I apologize in advance.
let me tell you something. The more I hear AOC, the more retarded I become. It's like,
I know.
yeah,
Yeah.
and the crowd is
Guilty.
going wild too. They're like, yeah, good. Is that you?
It's almost like yodeling. Like, is this like an extra out of like the Sound of Music? Like, what are we talking about? Like, it's just honestly absurd.
Over
It's
on Pilled,
absurd.
we're already getting some gifts. Filter Dog with the can,
Pilled, come
Gambara with the
through.
shades. Filter Dog says, "Do not come." You, Filter Dog,
Do not
you
come.
don't want her to. Yeah. So I don't know. I think the problem with that, and then we'll move on. I think the problem with that is that I don't know if she actually thinks that resonates with people. Like maybe they're like, "Oh, look, she gets us. She has an accent." She's
Who gets that?
I don't know.
Guys.
You?
Guys, these people are guys, again, these are people blinded by the light of their insanity. These are the people, need I remind you, okay, who are save the planet, climate change, environment, burning down Teslas.
Yeah.
Okay? The math doesn't ever have to math. The accent doesn't have to
You?
black scent. I don't even know.
It's not a black scent. That's not even a black scent. Sometimes she does the black scent. That is a Swedish scent. It's like a.
No, it is. It is.
I don't want to scent it. I don't hope that's no scent of anything.
But now speaking
I don't want
of
to be smelling any AOC.
now, Puppet. Speaking of scents,
I don't want to smell AOC.
Speaking of scents, Puppet, she has been rocking the mom jeans lately, though.
Yeah, she has.
And I have to say this. She does have, I mean, for a Latina woman, she doesn't have a great ass, but for a member of Congress, I think she has a decent one. So that being said,
Do we have a visual? Do we
Of
have
her
a visual?
ass?
The mom jeans will kill any resemblance of any curve. And by the way, this is not Congress, left. This is an epidemic that's taken over all women everywhere. I'm talking hot women.
You talking about the mom gene epidemic?
Yes.
I like the mom jeans.
Oh.
Because he's a trad dad.
I like the mom jeans. I think they look hot.
You like that saggy
Thanks,
ass gap mom jean? Okay.
No, it's not saggy.
Comments? Can we take the comments?
Good
guys?
mom
Power to the
jeans.
people.
Listen, if a woman has a nice ass, the mom jeans kind of elongated. It makes a woman look longer. You know.
I think we bring the not Asperger's, like my fave Asperger's guy, Elon, the expert of asses on.
You want to just bring him on now?
Well, I don't know.
If we're going to talk about
am I
asses,
jumping
we
the
should probably
gun?
bring him in.
Yeah, all right.
The ass man. Am I jumping the gun, Dave?
But
Yeah, see, Savvy's got my back.
She says it absolutely not. Listen, mom jeans on the right ass look great, but look, don't take it from me. We're gonna go early here. If Michael, if you're ready for us back there,
He's not traumatized.
Yeah, we're just Taylor. I don't have the clip pulled up of him on the Gutfeld show because I wasn't ready yet. But why don't you go ahead and introduce our guest then, and then because I don't have our clip.
Okay, guys, get yourselves ready.
Make the clip, Dave.
I gotta delete stuff and add stuff. I haven't got to the videos yet.
Here, I'll do this intro, okay? Get your banana hammocks, your hopefully non-mom jeans, contrary to Dave's opinion here. I mean, this is a free speech platform, even though that is a horrible opinion that mom jeans work. Okay, we are going to bring on one of my fave guys. This is Michael Loftus of the Loftus Party. He is a genius comedian, writer. He is a regular on Gutfeld. And the reason, I'll give a little context, that he is the Asperger himself is because he does
Asperger.
I just coined it. I don't know. I feel like it may or may not work.
He's an Asperger.
Yeah.
Asperger.
Right? Because it's almost like, are you going Asperger's? Are we not? Like,
no Asperger's. Asperger.
Exactly. And Michael will post just these random asses on his feed or boobs to get one's attention and then be like, here's just a great ass, everybody. Happy Thursday. That, everybody, is the Michael Loftus. So,
all right. Well,
are we ready for him?
Welcome, welcome to our show, Ass Man, apparently.
Michael.
I'll take it. I'm not going to fight that.
Michael,
Don't fight the ass.
I hope I did you justice, my friend.
You did. And it's on Saturdays. Saturdays is about the booty, and then Tuesdays are about the titties. So
is there a method behind
the titties on Tuesday.
Much better than Taco Tuesday.
Totally.
Mix and match. Now I'm going to say something. Here. The reason I voted for Trump is because in Project 2025, mom jeans were against the law. Those things, they're hideous.
Thank you, Michael. Michael, for the people.
You might as well be wearing a trash bag. It's nasty.
It is nasty. Do we have the clip of Michael, even though he's here, Dave? Because
I'm trying to load it. You guys have to make small talk and don't make me host.
We're doing the small talk thing.
Yeah, you got to do this. I'm trying to find the clip. This is live.
We've got
TV.
a couple of
this is live TV.
Michael, are you having fun yet? I mean, are we unhinged?
Seriously, I'm very much enjoying the show, and I was thrilled because I'm sitting here with that whole AOC accent thing, and I'm trying to figure out what it was.
What was
like a Swedish drunk Icelandic person.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
It's the sound you make when Bernie Sanders' tongue just shoves its way between your cracks. You're like, and he's manipulating the stock market too? Bernie, back, buddy.
Bernie, you're getting out of hand here, pal.
Apparently, Bernie wants to have sex with her as well.
She felt the burn.
You know,
Jesus.
He feels the burn after Puppet. It usually takes a few days, and then you need antibiotics.
Well, the way I do it with AOC, you get the burn on both sides. I'm giving equally. I get the herpes, she gets the herpes. We both get the oral pleasure.
Socialism works.
The fact that is so accurate, Michael. I don't know. It makes me feel a certain way. It makes me feel a certain way.
I've been touring the country with AOC. We get on the private jet. We go back to the restroom. We try to manipulate our bodily parts. It's socialism.
Michael, are you fighting the oligarchy? That is
That's right.
The oligarchy is the nickname for my penis.
He's been saying we're rapidly approaching an oligarchy.
Oh, Jesus.
I still
is a
have this
monopoly,
oligarchy
all right.
after 4 hours. 4 hours, I still have this oligarchy, and AOC still thinks I want to have sex with her.
Guys, who signed me
sound
up
like
for
a
this show with these men?
But
Who
he is
signed me
Jewish,
up?
isn't
I
he?
thought I
He
was
is
the crazy
Jewish,
one.
yes.
So then I should sound like a Jew. What do you mean?
I guess so.
sound
I
like
mean,
a
but he
Jew?
sounds a little
Like it sounds like I'm
Hasidic.
doing it well.
He's got the circumcised.
All right. Look, I have the clip
everything.
from Gut.
Yes!
From the show. You want me to put it on?
Although this is my first Field the Bird oligarchy dick small
All right.
talk I've ever had, but
now-
roll the clip.
All right. Wait, which clip am I putting on?
Michael.
Something with me. Something
Okay,
light,
I'm putting on
but
Michael's
not
clip
too
now.
something
deep.
like
Jesus. Look, I'm trying to impress people with this show, and
The
you guys
people
have
are
me look
loving
like an
this.
idiot.
The people
All
are
right.
loving this, by the way. Michael, I'll tell you what they're saying in the comments in just a segundo.
Please
Okay, well, I'm going to
do.
put the clip on. Can I do the clip now, Taylor?
Please do the clip.
Can I do
Do
the clip?
clip.
Two.
Michael, the way he walked reminds me of after you finish a meal at a diner and you just kind of get up and walk out.
Yeah, because the waitress never came back. Do I pay here? Do I pay up front? I'm just gonna go out. Let's go. And it was Saturday Night Live. You got to hit Chick-fil-A before Sunday morning. I love this. I was so glad because I guarantee his manager or his agent was like, "Listen, you got to make up for all that stuff you did during COVID. You got to make up for all this. Just go do Saturday Night Live." And he's like, "I will leave the."
Yeah.
And he did.
And he did.
It was great. It was great. I love that. That Morgan Wallen guy, he's aces in my book.
I agree. We talked about
We
that clip
talked
on the
about
show.
it. We did. He
It was
straight up
like,
beeline. He straight up Irish exited the F out of there.
He said, "I'm guilty."
He did. He said, "I'm gonna leave too." Okay, Michael, we have
It's a
some
quarter
ladies.
past two.
Michael, we have some ladies burning up the chat. We have the
Ooh.
Real Political Savvy and Heather, and they are saying they met you.
Heather,
they
Heather.
bartended.
You have to say it twice. Heather.
They bartended for you at John's Michael in Nashville. How could he not remember us? Does he remember us?
Oh wow, how's it going? That was great. Yeah, we did. We went to a little after party in Nashville. What's up, ladies?
Look,
Looking
I'm
good.
getting yelled at. Look at this. Dan, look
Michael.
at your chat.
Michael's
Look, they're
doing-
yelling at me.
Michael's doing the pleasantries. I could be like, Michael, you had some dead voters come out of the grave from California, and they want to say, "Do you remember that?" Michael would be like, "How are you doing? Long time no see."
Looking good. I missed you.
We can't keep going like this. It's been too long.
Yes.
Oh, brother.
At John Rich's house. John Rich has it's a spectacular house, but you know what makes it lovely? The girls behind the bar. That mwah. It makes it sparkle. I recommend it for everybody.
They're all part of the best racks on X.
We're gonna send you a T-shirt. We have a coalition.
We're doing a
Michael.
calendar. Yeah.
Wait a minute. Are we talking about boobs here?
Yes, we
well,
are.
yes. I thought we were supposed to talk about asses, and this is why I'm really
Well, we
confused.
transitioned from asses to boobs.
At
okay?
AOCS.
Yeah, so I'm doing a bad job as a host because we brought you on. We made this whole ass
Early.
play. We played with asses, brought you on, and then we showed a clip, and then started talking about Saturday Night Live. We're totally off, and then I'm getting yelled at by women in the chat because apparently I'm steering the damn show off a cliff. I'm screwing up clips. We're not even talking about asses anymore. We've moved straight on to tits. I don't know what to do anymore. Do you guys want to talk about? Can we talk about asses?
Yes,
Because-
and
Didn't
David.
we talk about them already?
But no,
David,
Michael was supposed to. He was the ass
We're
expert.
gonna get. He is.
Oh, yeah.
And you didn't bring Michael on. Let me just be clear. He came prematurely. Okay.
Well,
That's right. Two.
Well, that's because of what we talked about before. That's because of what we talked about before the show.
Pump or two.
So, all right, Michael, you are the ass expert. You are the asspert.
Yes.
AOC's ass. I don't know how acquainted or familiar you are with it, but is it the best ass in Congress? If not, whose is?
I have to say it probably is. It probably is. You might get what is it? Nancy Mace might come in there. She might make a strong showing. But
What about Boebert? She's got no.
Too skinny.
Too skinny. Okay.
Too skinny. She needs a little bit more. Yeah, and the thing about AOC is that she is kind of like a socialist. So it's almost like you're doing, if you were to like bang AOC, there's a chance you could knock some sense into her.
That's true.
You know,
Look, we
with a
talked about
big,
this.
big one, it'll hit I was going to be just so X-ray. Past the stomach, into the brain, and rattle some things up in there. I don't know.
Filter Dog over on Pilled said Anna Paulina Luna. I agree.
Oh, that's good. That's a good
Yeah,
one.
that.
Absolutely. I take it back. I feel bad about that. Anna Paulina Luna, and she has that phenomenal picture of her in the Make America Great Again.
That's over on Pilled right now. I'm looking at it. Yeah.
That's fantastic. And you know what? And this is actually great news, politically speaking. And it's honestly, it's one of the reasons I started doing the Saturday booties and the Tata titties, is that you have someone like Anna Paulina Luna, who 10 years ago, that ends her career. It's over. It's over. So by not blinking and going, yeah, that's a great ass, she wins, and we've already moved on. I love that. Like having this, we're not like Puritans anymore on the right. We're having more fun. We're getting looser with it, and that's going to add people to the party.
Well, I'm glad you said that. No, this is a perfect segue, Taylor. We have this Dana White clip that Taylor told me to load up. So were you about to tell me to pull that clip, Taylor?
Are you trying to say something about me with loads, David? I mean, geez, Louise, this is a family. You said load. I mean, good golly, we have.
I heard you were.
I think that was a stretch. But
all right, look, we have a clip. We have a clip talking about just this, Michael.
Yes.
Maher walks into the Oval Office and he's like, "There's no way in hell I was showing up without a suit on." And I didn't have a suit on. And Bill Maher looks at me and he goes, "This is definitely from the Zelensky collection."
So Taylor wanted me to pull that clip because she wanted to pull out the idea that the way people's appearances are changing. And I guess this goes along with what you're saying with APL and also the type of meetings you can have in the Oval Office. Right, Taylor? Is that what you were getting at with that?
Well, first things first, Michael, you talked about, I'm getting all these handsome men confused in my mind. Michael, to your point about how the right is changing, not so puritanical. Well, we agree, but also beg to differ. And when we talk about best racks on X, Savvy and I here, Heather, we started this coalition where we are the best racks on X, right? We got the racks and politically outspoken.
That's great.
So she and I, a lot of people will, within the conservative part, a lot of trad conservatives will obviously give us in our respective fields, mine's more entertainment, but a lot of pushback, right? Because it's like, oh, no one will take you serious. Oh, what do you, that kind of thing. So in that regard, we got a little ways to go, which is why we are launching. We're going to do a calendar. We're going to do merch. It's going to be fire. And on the flip side of that, though, Michael, is how dudes dress. And we got into a whole debate last night in Spaces about how guys with the attitude and the presence and the confidence, they don't have to rock a suit necessarily. I'm not talking Zelensky style, who's, on his best acting job of his life, but I'm saying it works. Like, it's why Elon can go into a cabinet meeting with a t-shirt. So Dana White obviously talked about it here, and curious for your thoughts, on that. I don't take you as a suit guy. I don't take you as a suit guy.
No, in fact, like Greg busts my chops like every single time I'm on the show, but I didn't get into, writing and stand-up comedy and all that to wear suits. I don't like it. Okay. If I'm going to dinner at the White House, and I don't care who I'm going to wear a suit. I'm going to wear a suit. I think that's where you have to do it. But there's this wonderful thing, and I would like to think that I've been part of it, of like changing this. It's like if you would ask a liberal to close their eyes and picture a conservative, they go pretty much to the Monopoly guy, but he's smoking a cigar. This very stuffy, buttoned up. And the truth is, and they've got studies to back this up, Republicans, conservatives, people on the right have better sex. They have more sex. They have freakier sex. It's
and they do
true.
it in Congress.
We're having all the fun. Yeah, and we're not even getting banged on the Senate floor during the Biden administration.
But Michael, why is there still such a morality police, holier than thou, your values and it's like very much like the Megyn Kellys, the Liz Wheelers, like they still be like that. Let's be honest.
there's a market for that. I mean, there's always going to be there's a niche for that, of people who are just preaching and the puritanical movement, and that's always going to be there. The trick is to be incredibly successful and to not care.
Speaking of tricks, over the weekend there was a rocket launch, and 5 women, I think it was 5 women, inspired America when they spent. Did you like that segue, by the way? Did anybody catch it? And then by the way, Heather is over in the chat, correcting her spelling. Like she does, like she's making sure we know that she knows grammar. You're okay, Heather? Nobody's gonna judge you. You don't have to spell check your chat. Although I appreciate the thoroughness of it. So over the weekend, apparently there's this Blue Origin launch, and there was like 5 women. Katy Perry is one of them. Then there's some other women I don't know. They want, God, which clips? So I have a bunch of clips here. Just when you thought, and if you guys saw the Snow White thing, I thought that woman, what the hell is her name? The Snow White chick.
Rachel Zegler.
Yes. I thought there couldn't be a more obnoxious woman than her. Then I saw this.
It is the highest high, and it is surrender to the unknown, trust, and this whole journey is not just about going to space. It's the training, it's the team, it's the whole thing. I couldn't recommend this experience more. This is like up there with all the, different tools that I've learned in my life, from meditation to the Hoffman process. This is up there because what you're doing is you're like really finding the love for yourself, because you got to trust in yourself on this journey. And then you're feeling the love when you come down, for sure. And you're feeling that strength. So I feel really.
Let me tell you, I'm going to throw right to you, Michael. First of all, women have been going to space for a while, for real space. But this has to be the dumbest person to go to space. And Michael, I want to get your opinion.
Okay, I hadn't seen that clip. She double journeyed. I have a rule of thumb. Whenever somebody talks about their journey, I'm out. You're an idiot. She had double journey and tools. Here's what she did. This is like the most annoying thing. I did a video about this on my YouTube channel, The Loftus Party, because this is so it's a 3-minute ride. It's a 3-minute ride up. Then you've got 4 minutes in outer space. Everybody, you got like 6 chicks up there. You have to take turns, right? To look out, and then you go down. So everybody has 4 minutes. You all have to down. Katy Perry starts singing.
I have that clip.
I would have killed her. I would have killed her in the like you're staring out at the infinite. You're staring out at practically the face of the Lord, and there's the earth and the moon, and you're like, wow, what is all this? And then Katy Perry fires up. What a wonderful world.
Mm-hmm.
I see skies of blue. I would have murdered her.
You don't think that?
Imagine she pulls out an AOC, like an AOC Blacklit up there. No.
I see skies of blue.
Then we would know it's simulation for sure.
You want to hear? Let's pull
that
the
wasn't
clip real
planned
quick.
at all.
I have a
Was
clip
it? You
of
don't think that was planned?
Oh, of course. Yeah, it was spontaneous.
Just kidding. Come
so
on,
here, look,
man.
check it out. Here's. You tell me. You said you know who this lady is, Taylor. It's like Oprah's friend or something. But here, check it out.
Gail King, Trad Dad.
Yeah.
Oh.
This is just me screwing up. This is just
live
me.
TV, people.
This is just me screwing up. Hold on. Here it is. All right, here it is.
After 0 G's, Katie sang "What a Wonderful World."
She did?
Isn't that nice?
Come on.
She sang "What a Wonderful World." I see dreams. Oh, yes.
Oh.
Because we'd been asking her to sing all the time, and she wouldn't. And then, because everybody said, "Sing Roar, sing Fireworks," and she said, "It's not about me. I wanted to talk about the world."
Wow.
I know, isn't that nice? You got to ask her about that.
That's real.
It's not about Katy Perry at all.
No, it's all about Katy Perry.
No, Puppet. It's not about Katy Perry. In fact,
it's only about her.
No, if it was about Katy Perry, would she do something like? If it wasn't about Katy Perry, would she do something like this?
Katie.
So what is that?
Okay.
The earth, and I like it.
Oh. I
Good
like
one.
that. Remix. That's good.
Oh
All right.
my God.
I will say, I have an opinion contrary to actually everybody in the in the chat. But first, I will say the funniest, I think, comment I saw about this was that their expedition was shorter than Selena Gomez's crying about illegal immigrants, like that video she did, because they literally went up and I think in 11 minutes total came back down, and Selena's like still crying about illegal immigrants getting deported. Okay, I will say this. Have you guys seen, yes, was the whole like, oh, women taking up space marketing cheesy as hell? Absolutely. Like, save it, Sally. Okay, nobody cares. But I will say, all of these women, these jealous little biatches. I'm talking about Olivia Wilde, Amy Schumer, Trad Dad. These are celebs. Emily Ratajkowski ragging on this, being like, these women should put their time and resources into climate change and domestic violence and things that matter. Da, da, da. You are just jealous little petty Betty because you weren't invited to Regina's birthday party. Okay, bitch. If you had the opportunity, you would be first in line. And I'm sort of like, we're in a shameless culture. So what? Like, they had the opportunity. It's cool. Was a little performative with the women thing. Yes. But hell, let them go up. Let them come down. Let Katie do fireworks, whatever the hell they want to do. I mean, so what? Like, let them do it. And I will say, there was a rocket scientist on board and a scientist who was a Nobel Peace Prize nominee. So I'm just saying, like, besides Gail King, by the way, Trad Dad offline was like, is that the old black lady? So I had to tell Trad Dad who Gail King even was. But it's just,
I thought it was Maxine Waters for a minute. And then I said, no. Shouldn't have enough wrinkles for that.
And look. If no one talks about that, this Puppet's going to say it's a reach. I think not. That this ship is literally a replica of a huge wiener.
I have a video of that too. I have so many videos tonight. I'm doing so good. All right, look, check this. This
Spielberg,
is. You guys remember Austin Powers and the spy? I think it was the spy who shagged me.
Yes.
When the rocket was a giant, and then the whole ending scene was like, it's a.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah, I wanted to pull that clip, but I had too many other clips to pull today. Here's the. I'm not going to play this whole thing, but this gives you an idea of what this phallic rocket looks like. Very similar to the oligarchy. Check it out.
Here we go. 2, 1. Look at the moon. Oh my gosh. You see that? Oh my gosh. I got you, Flynn. Gotcha.
I can't think of a
What
more
the
annoying.
fuck? I don't even know what that is. That was so stupid and staged and just ridiculous. The flower. I mean, it's like E.T. Like the opening of E.T. woke version of E.T. or some shit.
Michael, what would you bring up? Michael, what would you bring on Blue Origin?
What would I bring on?
With those chicks' earmuffs.
I just have to give him some credit because like this isn't like just hopping in your Civic and going to the grocery store. You do have to be prepared to die, right? Like these things do blow up. So there is a little bit of bravery there. Every time I see a clip, I'm waiting for Katy Perry to I see Scott. And like Jeff Bezos, I hope he got laid after this. I mean, he's gotta get some, because normally that's like a $2 million trip. He sells these spots, so he gave the wife a free ride. I think she owes, him a free
rocket ride.
Yeah. I think he was trying to get rid of a really expensive problem.
Right?
He built it too well.
He's down on the ground going, you told me it would blow up.
Right? You said this would be Ocean Gate, damn it.
Yeah, it's supposed to be.
False advertising. Would you go up, Michael?
I would not do the Jeff Bezos rocket. I would totally go with Elon Musk's one, because that looks like it's a much better landing. You get the George Jetson Buck Rogers landing with Elon Musk. with friggin' Jeff Bezos. You just
Yeah,
in the desert. You don't even land in water. They're just like, welcome to the desert, bitch.
Yeah.
It's like,
Straight up
like a mob
paragliding.
hit.
Yeah.
You know,
That's right. At least with SpaceX, you're guaranteed the little container of being gone.
Right.
It's like you're straight up paragliding. Good luck with that.
But Michael brings up two really good points, and the quick point is the fact that it wasn't they weren't in what
Two
points. No, well, he brings up lots of, but two in that one moment. One that now freaking lost my train of thought. You guys suck. One of them being they didn't really even go to space, like he mentioned before. It was 65 miles up. Yes, technically you can experience weightlessness. They're not in orbit. They went up and down. It was like an elevator. First of all, so they're like, we went to space. There's women who orbited friggin' Earth in a space station for a year, and Katy Perry's acting like she just friggin' discovered an element or something. It's the most ridiculous thing. Second, you talk about the price of the flight. And she's like, everybody should experience this. If you can bottle up Hollywood elitism in one freaking sentence, it's everybody should experience this. Yeah, because everybody's got $3 million to go 65 miles up for 5 minutes and come back down with a stupid little flower. Right, Michael?
Yes. It's like when all those big Hollywood celebrities were doing those videos during COVID, like, we're all in this together. And you see their huge backyard and the swimming pool and the friggin' staff is going back
like their butler at their infinity pool. Look, you
we
guys
should all do this. It's so beautiful, you guys. Just call Jeff. Shoot base.
The aliens got him.
The aliens. The aliens straight up hijack Michael's speed. Oh my God. You know what? I gotta put a stand to this sausage fest. You guys are drinking that haterade. I think I would be shit.
Listen, sausage fest.
And why is it haterade? These people are nuts.
You guys are drinking the haterade.
Drinking whiskey.
You're kissing the ground. You're lucky if you come out alive on a goddamn American Airlines flight these days. Never mind going up into space. Okay, so I'm just saying, I would be shitting my pants, and I think it's, you can knock it, but it's advancement, it's exploration. I wouldn't necessarily call it pioneering on these women's parts, but it's pretty cool. Guys, we're just shooting people up into space like it's no big deal. I'm saying
they said they put the ass in astronaut.
They put the ass in astronaut. You know what?
Yes.
I got to tell you though, these libs will wear a mask alone on the beach, and they're not even wearing like a helmet when they're in fucking space. How is this even possible?
Wow.
That's a great point. That
was not.
No, I can't do a helmet. I can't do a helmet. I have a whole flower thing that I'm gonna do.
Zero gravity and light, not that much air. I just can't do it.
I will say it was pretty funny how they had their whole hair and makeup done for like a whole. I mean, it is a big. I would too. Who are we kidding? Okay,
it was only 4 minutes.
It was a publicity stunt. Let's just be honest with what it was.
Yes, but my point is, even with the women roasting them, with anybody, any Tom, Dick, and Harry influencer, I don't care. Everybody is shameless with a publicity stunt. Everyone's self-promoting all the time. OnlyFans, TikTok, here, there, everywhere. So these bitches did it in space.
Now, if they were naked, well, if some of them were naked, it'd probably be a little bit more interesting.
How
can we do one of these with Congress members?
Yeah, Michael, which one?
If they would have been trapped up there, if something would have gone wrong and they were trapped in outer space for like a week,
Jesus.
Katie's just
Elon
singing.
would have to rescue them. That's the movie.
And then they'd be like,
"There's your screwball comedy."
Would they let Elon rescue them, or would they be like, "No, I'm not getting on his rocket."
It's Katie.
It's Apollo 13 meets Bridesmaids. It's a screwball comedy. Watch Katy Perry when she has to drink her own urine.
Oh my God.
Who would eat who first, do you think?
She's just singing, and they're like, "Shut up, bitch. We heard your Louis Armstrong rendition enough."
Who do you think would eat who first?
They straight George Clooney her like Sandra Bullock in space. They're like, "You're out, bitch. Your first officer voted off the island."
So Katy Perry, she would get eaten first, do you think? She doesn't have a lot of meat on her bones. I don't know if she'd be tasty. Who would you eat first on that flight?
You eat Gail. You gotta eat
That's
Gail.
right, Mrs. Buttersworth.
Wow. Wow, wow, wow. All right, I'm going to bring it back down to earth, Michael. I got a question for you.
Yes.
All right, one thing.
He's like, please,
he's like, for the love of God. For the love of God.
He loves it.
Something that I love about what you do is you always give us a little behind the scenes tidbit when you're on Gutfeld, the stuff people don't see, right? Like you'll do the fun, like Cheetos bags and the green room, stuff like that.
The green room snacks, yes.
The green room snacks. Now, tell us, like, we know Greg is the first to like roast someone, right? And tell it how it is and joke about someone. Now, in all in good fun, don't need to roast Greg, but all in good fun, what is something about Greg Gutfeld that we wouldn't know, that loyal viewers wouldn't know, and something that he'd probably be like, yeah, Michael's right. He's got a point. True.
I don't know. I don't think he's shy about this, but he picks out this playlist when you go to break, you know, and like so the cameras are shut down for a moment and then music play. His musical taste is insanely great. Like half the time you're just like, who is this? What are we listening to? He, in another life, Greg Gutfeld is probably one of the most successful VJs on MTV.
What's this musical? Is it like, I don't even know. I'm like, are we talking Run
like
DMC? Is it opera? Punk rock.
Punk, yeah.
Like Nirvana? Or are we talking emo?
Nirvana's
like
not punk rock. He always has a Misfits sticker on the back of his clipboard.
Misfits, the Clash, old school Sex Pistols, like, and I feel like I am talking out of school here. He knows a lot of those dudes.
Wow.
He's a little more rock and roll than he lets on.
Yeah, yeah, and it's a very eclectic, very niche taste. But you're like, I haven't heard this song in 20 years, and he's like, oh yeah, that's Echo and the Bunnyman from Ba 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 Ba. Like, what the hell? Yeah,
cool.
He should just do listening parties. Greg Gutfeld's listening parties.
Yeah, I think I want to go and have a drink and listen to Gutfeld's playlist. I think that would be a lot of fun. I think we'd have a couple of bourbons. We'd all start cracking jokes. This is a new bucket list item. How can I sign up for this? This sounds like an experience.
I paid $2 million for that.
Yeah.
I'll talk to him on Friday. I'll try to convince him to start doing a live show.
Right, Tyrus can do security. It'd be great.
Oh yeah, no one's gonna mess with him. Do you feel like he has even more? I feel like a lot of these guys have even more, like when I interviewed Tucker, even more inappropriate humor behind the scenes, even up a notch.
Oh yeah, because it's like everybody else, the rest of the world, when like pop culture kind of went woke, the vast majority of the people put their foot on the brake. A lot of comedians did too. I didn't. You know, I just kept going. I'm like, this is all bullshit. You're all going to be embarrassed about this years from now. So I'm going to keep going. And now it's fun to watch all these other comics, you know, like, oh, I'm being brave. I said, you know, retard on stage. Yes, you're very brave for saying that.
I've been calling Dave a retard for like 3 years.
And it still hasn't stuck.
There you go, see?
And it still hasn't stuck.
No, it's stuck, Dave. You just don't we talk about it behind your back.
Oh.
So for the people who didn't tap the brake, we kept going. So everyone is catching up to us. But yeah, the dirty, the twisted, the weird, we're farther out now. We can barely see Gayle King and friggin' Katy Perry from where we're sitting.
Michael, you're guilty?
Two?
Michael Loftus, what are you touring now? What are you doing right now? You making people laugh where?
I go to New York for Gutfeld on Friday, and then I have a couple of days. I'm always posting stuff at theloftusparty.com. That's like the little community that we're building that's just been so much fun. Then I go to LA. I'm doing some shows at this club Levity Live that's in the Valley. Great venue. So I haven't been back to LA in probably 2 years. So I'll be in Los Angeles, then it's back for more Gutfeld, and then I'll be in Las Vegas. I'll do I have a little residency thing that I do at the MGM. Like I get out there and that's no politics. That's just, you know, that's just fun. I don't want to bring anybody down if, you know, just you're in Vegas to gamble, dance, screw, and get crazy. So it's just a fun show.
Go, Michael, go. I rep my Loftus party shirt. I did cut it so it's cropped. I should have worn it tonight. And I go signature braless, obviously. It is a conversation starter. I rock it all the time, Michael, just so you know. It is fire. It has the wings. It's like super badass. I'm going to send you a re-support the best racks on X shirt once we have it as well. It's happening.
You need to send me that photo. It's Tuesday, bitch.
That's right.
He's like, where have you been? Up in space, orbiting with these clouds?
Titties Tuesday, yes, you said?
Yes.
Yes.
Michael.
Are you bamboozled?
Are you bamboozled, Michael?
Bamboozled.
That's a whole new one.
Puppet just had a stroke. He just want to put boobs on something.
Something happened there. Michael, before you go, by the way, George Santos has entered the chat. So if there's anything you want to say to him and his alleged huge schlong, the time is now.
George, congratulations, buddy. I hear you're rocking a huge cock. That's fantastic.
You did it.
George Santos, you have a big cock too?
And he's like, get it.
So
it's like
I would
bastard.
Whoever somebody just started watching the show. And the first thing they heard was George Santos, you have a huge cock too? And it's all out of context and it makes no sense. And that's why this is a brilliant show and it's wonderful.
Thank you, Michael. We hope that if you're not too scathed, you'll come back. It's why, we did a Twitter Spaces last night. You'll have to join us every Monday night. Same thing, right? The title's like, Josh Shapiro, arsonist, and then you hop in. We have Gary Cardone, George Santos, and we're talking about best racks on X. It's just a whole thing. So people are bamboozled constantly.
We need more of this, more. I'm so thrilled that you guys are doing this. Thanks for having me on.
You're great.
And anytime. I'll talk politics, tits and ass, rock and roll till the cows come home.
And even after they come home. I mean, we'll just still keep talking.
And then we'll talk about the asses on the cows.
Like Whataburger. It's all back to the beginning with Dave's fixation.
Yes, full circle. Like that lady's ass who sat on my burger before serving it to me. Perfect. I love a good ending, a happy ending. Michael,
you love a good happy ending.
Michael,
thank you so much.
I will pay for your therapy bills, okay?
Thank you. I appreciate that. I got you. I'll have my people call.
It sounds great. Michael, thank you so much for being here. We can't wait to have you back, and we'll see you again real soon.
Let's do it.
All right, take care.
Michael. Poor Michael.
Guys, wow.
Poor Michael.
Wow. Listen, I totally threw my rule book out the window tonight. I said cock several times.
Yes, you did. You loved it too, didn't you?
How does it feel? I feel like I don't know anymore. I'm
It's just kind of good, right? It's kind of like living on the edge. It's kind of like eating the Whataburger straight off the lady's ass. Who sits on it? You are getting choice words from George Santos right now.
The chat is blowing up tonight.
No, I'm crying.
The chat is just blowing up.
Because George,
are on fire.
All the rumors that are out there about you, all the rumors, all the things people say, people saying you have a large penis is the worst one. Seriously? Like you owe me one. As far not a penis, but you owe me one.
Yeah, he knows you one.
Yeah. Oh, good Lord.
Feels so. It does. Don't you feel good though, Dave? It's like you got your hair cut and you let it down. Let your hair down. Don't you think, Puppet?
He totally did. Yeah,
he's
like
rocking.
Trad Dad gone wild.
It literally is. We went so wild. Actually,
Trad Dad gone drinking.
I know it's Puppet, tinfoil, and titty conspiracy time.
Oh, is that what time it is?
Well, we did forget the Harvard story because we were so
Listen,
in a
we'll go later.
Do we want to do the Harvard story?
No,
okay.
We're having fun.
Oh, we let Dave out of the cage. He's not going back to Harvard.
Listen, Puppet, it's time for your Puppets. What are you calling this segment? You said
Puppets tinfoil hat tirade.
All right, we'll go. It's your
and
time.
Taylor's tinfoil titties are on full display.
All right, well, go do your thing.
Okay, so go play the clip, Dave.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so wait.
Yeah, by the way, George Santos is back to petitioning for removal from the show. By the way,
I see that.
He's
he doesn't realize that without me there isn't a show.
Yeah. Oh. I mean,
he's got a point.
Wait, hold on. I don't know if I have your clip.
Otherwise, it's just a normal show.
Actually, you're gonna have to wait a minute.
Okay, I'll set it up while you're looking at the clip.
Yeah, I have to load it.
I'm filibustering here. 25 hours of Cory Booker saying jack shit. Okay, here I go.
I still don't even know
what the
hell he was talking about.
I don't know.
Guys, he had probably poopied in his diapers. Okay, I don't think he even knew what he was talking about.
I've talked about chemtrails. I've talked about some
pyramids.
pyramids. We talked about pyramids and what's underneath. We talked about some crazy things.
No.
Aliens. We should talk more about that. We talk about then there's all the J6 and the JFK assassination.
Wait.
George Santos in the chat. I'm sorry, Puppet. It's about you.
I see it. The thing is, he would like to shred me with that giant cock of his.
Right up your manhole, Puppet.
I'm sorry, Puppet.
All right,
You were on a
get
great...
back on topic. We had trolls in the chat, apparently.
So, there's always something, and it all comes back down to deep state turning everything that people think might have some truth behind it that the government did wrong, and then we become conspiracy theorists. So I was watching an episode of Tucker.
I have your clip, by the way.
Today, and this guy was on the show, and I'm going to play this clip, and then I'll tell you more about the episode.
All right.
Said, Rudy, this is what's going to happen. The deep state's going to undermine Trump. They don't want him. They will undermine him by removing his ability to understand how they operate. Before he took office, they took out General Mike Flynn.
Yep.
When they took out Flynn, Trump was like a baby in the woods. And for 4 years, they used the Congress and they used their connections to derail this country. That's the problem that occurred in the first Trump 4 years. This time, I'm trying to get...
Okay.
Yeah.
So that was Representative Kurt Weldon, or former Representative Kurt Weldon. He was the assistant of the Arms Committee and on several other, the second in command on many other big committees when he was in Congress. And Tucker just did an interview with him, and he's talking about 9/11. And I got to tell you, some crazy shit. And this guy is going off. Like, this guy is not joking around, and he is not, just having a calm conversation. He is fired up about this. And it's really all about the deep state and what the deep state, how the deep state is hiding information around 9/11 and how it put, soldiers at risk and fire people at risk. And he's a fire chief. And it's just crazy and fascinating. And it just more of the same. And when you see what's, I think many of us MAGA people have had our eyes opened to all kinds of things, like because of J6 and because of COVID. But now, it even becomes like, let's start questioning 9/11. Let's start questioning the JFK assassination. Let's start questioning everything basically the government says is a conspiracy theory. It's pretty much like obvious that it isn't a conspiracy theory. And the fact that it's being called one by the government, by the CIA, by the FBI, by the deep state means that it's not a conspiracy theory.
Well, it's
worth watching this episode if you want to see a little light being shed on some craziness.
All right. So if you guys want contrails and conspiracy, check out the clip Puppet just put up on Puppet's Conspiracy Time. Now, I've prepared a clip for you guys.
Oh, boy.
Wait.
What?
Because this is a surprise clip. Just really quickly before we do the pivot, I have to say I'm kind of with George Santos on this. He said,
Thanks, Just Jim.
He said Tucker's interviews are a simulation. Who the fuck is that guy? I kind of second that. I can't lie. George.
Well,
I'm telling you, watch the interview and you will be like, what the heck?
I definitely think there was stuff that they are letting on that they did not know that they indeed did. Like, I think that we shot down the Pentagon plane. But anyways,
we'll talk about 9/11 conspiracies on another show, because actually I interviewed a guy who said he could have taken out the 9/11 terrorists and he was told to stand down. And so we will talk about that on another show. Now,
Kurt is talking about that in that episode too.
Yeah, that's true. This is a true story. I've spoken to the man.
I want to just take it to the people. If everyone could just in the chat, just throw out your fave conspiracy theory. Mine is personally right now, Brigitte Macron. I'd love to see it from the people.
Macron.
Like, let's
French people
really
are so annoying.
Let's really rail in on this puppet tinfoil tirade.
Now, can I put up my clip yet?
Yeah, let's use your clip.
All right, this is my clip. Now, I have no idea what the hell this is. I just thought it was hilarious. Check it out.
Oh, God.
Actually, I know what this clip is. This is George Santos getting removed from Congress.
Gentlemen, this is Democracy Manifest.
Have a look at the headlock here. See that chap over there? Get your hand off my penis! This is the bloke who got me on the penis before. Get some cups. Why did you do this to me? Hop in the car. Get some cups. For what reason? What is the charge? Eating a meal? A succulent Chinese meal? Oh, that's a nice headlock, sir. Oh, yes. I see that you know your judo well. Good one. And you, sir, are you waiting to receive my limp penis? How dare
That's what I call George Santos getting removed from Congress.
George, what do you got to say about that?
Off my penis.
What if this is like if Robert Goulet was portraying an arrest victim or something? Goulet.
George, yeah, this clip, it's like George getting, removed with his massive dong walked so Me Too could run, I mean, before it's time.
Just Jim is dropping gold pills like crazy over there in the pill chat. Just Jim, thank you so much.
Just Jim, thank you.
Guys, none of you have conspiracy theories in the chat. Come on,
man.
now.
It went cold.
I must be
chat went cold. George ruined the chat. George came in.
Chat
went cold.
It's what happens when you threaten the puppet.
I know. That's true.
I think I'm picking up on a satellite from Katy Perry singing with these things. I don't know. I got to ditch it before it gets even crazier.
A wonderful world. All right, well, that's all the time we have for tonight, guys. I think, what are we back next Tuesday? I don't think we're back Thursday, right? I think
we're going to see you all next Tuesday.
Yeah, we're going to see you next Tuesday. We're going to be back Tuesday, guys. So don't forget, we're going to find something fun to bring on next Tuesday. And this is all we have for tonight, guys. Thank you so much for being in the chat. Everybody, seriously, everybody who came in the chat, both on, hopefully you guys didn't come in the chat.
In the chat.
I hope they did.
Make sure you clean your computer.
I hope they did.
Everybody who joined the chat, wherever you joined it from, thank you guys so much over on all of our channels, and especially over on Pilled there, giving us the gold pills and the ships and cans. Guys, we appreciate you so much. This makes this show so much fun, and this is why we do it, to laugh with you guys. Politics is serious business. We got a lot of important work to do, but it doesn't mean we can't laugh and have fun while we're doing it. So, guys, that is all we have for tonight. Any closing remarks from my co-hosts here?
Let's get
free your mind. Well, free your mouth, and your mind will follow.
Something will follow.
Something's following.
Something's
all
following something.
right. Good night, everyone.
God.